while she was jogging in the morning, and this illegal immigrant actually wanted to rape her. He was out there in a black hoodie 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning looking for females, and then, Laken fight for her life, and she was able to, not let him rape, but she was killed, and because he stoned him actually to death, her to death. So it was really bothersome. My heart goes to the family, and it's really such a sorry situation. So,
and I'll share another stat with you guys. You know how many people will be mass deported to their countries? According to Times, almost 15 to 20 million people will be mass deported. That's the big initiative Donald Trump is taking, and I'm with him on this initiative because I think the safety of an American should be the first priority of any president or any person sitting in White House. Mm-hmm. Do you guys agree or not?
Yeah, and they say it's gonna take a lot of money. And deportation is not just these Democrats. They're making all about Trump and racism. They're saying Trump is deporting everybody. If you go in past, Obama actually deported 3 million people. Do you know that? Obama deported 3 million people when he was president. So it's just not Trump who deports people. Obama did the same thing. So I don't know what Democrats are crying about. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say the illegality is always not the legal way to enter any country. It's not the U.S. If you say like any country in this entire world, you go and without checking or without any permission, nobody would allow anybody to get into the country. So if America is doing and they want to stop the illegality, I think it's a right of the country. It's the right of the border protection. And especially, if you want to get into the country, why you won't choose the right path to get into the country? There wouldn't be harder process. I mean, some people, they do face, and there is a process to get in the country. But what the deportations can cause, of course, they were inside the U.S., and of course they have experienced different life just being in the country, even entering through the border illegal. But the thing is, if the deportation is happening, I might be wrong, but when the President Trump was elected last time, and there was a story on the news I watched, I could be wrong, and I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
There was a guy who entered through a certain country into the U.S., and he had his children, his wife, and his children grown, and after 22 years, he was caught that he illegal entered to the country. And during President Trump, when he was just elected and he took over the country as a president, he had to deport that person. So I could imagine how hard it could be. But when it comes to the policy or the country and its safety, it's a right of every country. So it would be, I think, whatever President Trump said, he is not against to the human, or he doesn't want that, but I think as being a president of the country, it's his responsibility to do what's right and benefits for its people and for its country. I think what he's doing, he's doing right as a president. What happened, that's what he wants to change, and whatever he says and what he said before his first term of as a president, he did. He just only not said that, but he did. So that's what I think a country needs, a leader who just not only speaks, but he does for the benefits of its country and the people.
Couple points. I personally think, how you said people should come through the right way. Yes, they should come through right way. But I personally think there's a need for immigration change policies, because we need to change some immigration policies in which people could be processed fast. Then again, I'm going to talk about myself. It took 14 years for a person, for my grandpa, who was actually an American citizen. He was serving and paying taxes and doing everything, and it's still, I believe in process, but I think there should be some changes made in immigration policies which can help process people faster. Like right now, I was reading that if you're married to a U.S. citizen, they changed it to 3 years now. Before it was just 1 year, which I think is really wrong.
Let me just correct you. For green card holder, if your spouse is a green card holder, it will take you around 3 years. If it will take you around 5 years, but if he or she, if your spouse is that, then all those transgender people will get mad at me. I'll use word spouse instead of he or she, because then they'll be like, oh, we have separate pronouns. So if your spouse is a U.S. citizen, then it takes 3 years. But if your spouse has
which I think is wrong, because in past it took only
9
1 year.
months. 9 months.
One stretch it out 1 year.
Yeah.
So which is again wrong. And I understand COVID hit. There is a backlog of cases. People want to come, and other immigration cases. So I think they need to process the cases a little faster than what they're doing right now. And
that needs to be emphasized more on changing immigration policies. The process should be a little faster. It's because they're not targeting on one person's in regards of the timing. It has been 14 months of wait when people immigrated from different parts. It's a long wait. It's truly a long wait. It has to be reduced,